Bienvenidos, welcome. ¿Cómo están? Qué bueno, felices de graduarse. Happy to graduate, right? Welcome to the 2019 Hispanic Convocation. Students, congratulations on making it here tonight. Felicidades a todos los estudiantes. Thank you for allowing us to celebrate your success. Well done, felicidades. Thank you as well to all the friends, families, amigos, padrinos, tíos, hasta el vecino, capaz ya está aquí, for coming out here tonight. Un orgullo para todos sus padres, seguramente. Un aplauso para todos los estudiantes. Y por supuesto que un aplauso también para los papás, to the parents, and applause for supporting these students here tonight. I also please ask you to welcome me in applauding for Ballet Folclórico Group, Danzarte Danza Folclórico, and the mariachi from Maryville High School, Mariachi Las Panteras de Oro. Amazing music, thank you so much. And now please stand for the singing of our national anthem. We are honored this evening to have Mariachi Las Panteras de Oro from Maryville High School perform the national anthem. Muchas gracias, Mariachi Las Panteras de Oro. And now let's bring Rev Adriana Reyes to the podium, who will provide our invocation.
Voy a pedir que todos, por favor, inclinen sus rostros. Amado, venimos en este día a darte las gracias por lo que hiciste por cada uno de los graduantes para llegar a este día. Gracias porque para nosotros como padres es muestra de que estás con nosotros, aun cuando muchos no sabíamos cómo guiar a nuestros hijos en una cultura diferente a la nuestra. Gracias porque nuestras largas horas de trabajo las vemos coronadas en la graduación de nuestros hijos y familiares. Y de nosotros, como estudiantes, te damos gracias porque vemos el resultado de nuestros esfuerzos y de tu ayuda. Ahora te pedimos que extiendas tus brazos de amor incondicional y nos muestres qué tan accesible eres para el corazón de cada uno. Que este éxito y los que vienen nos ayuden a completar el propósito por el cual estamos en esta tierra. Declaro que ellos resplandecerán como una luz en medio de las tinieblas y como la sal en un mundo que desesperadamente te necesita. Amén.
Thank you, Rev Reyes. We thank everyone who took the time to join in this celebration today. A special thank you to Maricopa County Colleges Chancellor Dr. Maria Harper Marinick and members of the governing board. Additionally, we would like to thank all of the Maricopa County Colleges staff, administrators, and the faculty here with us today who have supported the students along their educational journey. Your assistance, encouragement, helping hand, ánimo is appreciated. Please stand to be recognized. The Hispanic Convocation celebrates our students' success, but this event does not occur without the careful planning of dedicated and devoted Maricopa Community College employees who work very hard behind the scene to make this event happen. We express a special appreciation to all of those who served on this year's planning committee. Thank you for your tireless effort and support. Un aplauso. I'd like you to please welcome me in joining Dr. Maria Harper Marinick, the Chancellor of Maricopa County Community College District, and we will have her remarks.
Buenas tardes, mi gente, que no los oigo. Gracias a todos ustedes por estar hoy aquí celebrando a nuestros estudiantes. Ya le dieron la bienvenida a los familiares, a las amistades, se les olvidaron las madrinas y los padrinos y los primos. But we are really glad and honored that all of you are here today as we celebrate our students. You know that it was a long road, and many of you made sacrifices, but we know the support and the love and the endorsement of the family members was really important to them. So I say thank you to all of you for being here today. Le doy las gracias a todos los familiares y las amistades por el apoyo, el amor y todo lo que le han ofrecido a sus estudiantes, porque ustedes saben que sin ese apoyo se hace muy difícil el camino y muy difícil llegar a conseguir sus metas, como saben que lo han hecho. To you students, thank you for being part of our colleges. Thank you for being our students, believing in us, trusting that you could get the best education in the nation, and I believe you did. And as you move forward, we ask that you keep in your hearts and in your minds all of the things that you learned, especially how to be great people, great representatives of your culture, people who are role models of civility and respect and inclusion and dignity and integrity and compassion and kindness. We expect nothing less from you than that. Y a los familiares, les traduzco para los que no entienden. Les deseo a los estudiantes que, así como han aprendido lecciones importantes que les ayudarán a conseguir trabajo, también las lecciones que espero que han aprendido para ser personas de bien, de bondad, de compasión, de entendimiento, de respeto. Los estudiantes esperamos que sean los modelos de las personas que actúan con respeto para todos y que son los modelos de educación cívica. Les doy las gracias por estar aquí. Students, thank you for being here. Thank you for who you are. And whatever you do next, never forget where you came from and stand up straight and tall and proud of being Latinos. Gracias a todos.
Muchas gracias, Dr. Harper Marinick. And now I'd like to introduce to you our keynote speaker, REYNA Montoya, founder and executive director of Aliento, a nonprofit devoted to creating community healing through political education, workshops, community building spaces, leadership development, and art creation. REYNA Montoya is a 2016 Soros Justice Fellow, a 2017 Echoing Green Fellow, and a Forbes 30 Under 30 social entrepreneur. She is undocumented, documented, a social entrepreneur, a community organizer, an educator, and a dancer. REYNA holds bachelor degrees in political science and transborder studies and a minor from Arizona State University, Go Sun Devils. She also holds an MED in secondary education from Grand Canyon University. She hopes to share her talents and skills with the community to co-create healing spaces, political change, and leadership development of our immigrant youth and migrant families. Join me now in welcoming Reina Montoya.
Buenas tardes. No los escucho. Buenas tardes. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Can we please give it a big round of applause to Class 2019? As I was invited to address you today, I couldn't help but to reflect in my own journey as a student. And I wanted to share a little bit about me. I was born 15 minutes walking distance from the US-Mexico border. And at that time, you know, now that I learned that, I was like, Mom, you could have just walked to the US side and my life would have been so much easier. But she didn't walk, and I still love my mom, so it was fine. But at the age of 10, we were pushed to migrate from Tijuana, Mexico to Nogales, and it was because my dad had been kidnapped, and there were so many struggles that we had to face. And at that moment, as a 10-year-old, I didn't really know what was happening. And I started feeling really isolated. And remember being here, migrated to Mesa, Arizona. My first class was in the 8th grade. We already know middle school is tough, and it's really hard. So imagine little Reyna in the 8th grade, not knowing a word of English. And that was my first experience in the educational system here in the United States. And I remember feeling so ashamed of not knowing, of not being able to communicate. And I never would have fathomed that I would be here in front of you today, sharing my story with all of you. And at that moment, I started reflecting on the barriers that I have to face as an undocumented student. And I know that I am not alone. How many of you students grew up speaking another language rather than English? If you can please stand up. Look around you. I want to invite you to remain standing or stand up if you are the first one in your family to be the one attending and graduating from a community college. Yeah, that's right. I want you to remain standing if your parents are immigrants. And if you're an immigrant yourself, I invite you to stand up. I invite you to stand up if you had to work while going to school. Because you're the true troopers. And now I want to ask the class of 2019 to stand up because you are part of the 22% of Latinx students, adults, who have an associate's degree. 22%. And I know that this journey might have not been alone, and you had maybe parents, madrinas, tios, comadres, mentors, professors. And if they're in their audience, I want you to turn and look at them, and I want you to repeat with me. Gracias por creer en mí. Gracias por creer en mí. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for believing in me. So, este aplauso es para todas las familias, los padres, que apoyaron a todos los estudiantes para que se pudieran graduar y les queremos dar las gracias. Un fuerte aplauso para todo su apoyo. Now, graduates, you can sit down. I get you to do some aerobics today. Sit up and down. But I know that those are not the only challenges that you have to overcome to be here today, standing in front of all of us. And we're so excited. We're so proud of you that you've made it this far. You are the true embodiment of a phoenix that rises beyond the fire. You're the true embodiment of those pink flowers that are blooming right now in our Sonoran desert because you've made it this far. This is the first step of many accomplishments that are yet to come. And as I'm closing up here today, I want to share a little bit about my parents, my mom and dad, mi mami, mi papi. They always instilled in me the belief that I was equal to any other person regardless of class, creed, ethnicity, or gender. I know that my immigration status doesn't make me or anyone else less than human. While the lack of immigration status has stripped me and many others from opportunities, we must remember that our inner light and our wings go beyond any man-made borders. That our inner light, faith in humanity, must be grounded and manifested in our actions and not in institutions that are not willing to live up to their values. So as you're walking away today, celebrating all your accomplishments, I invite you to take a moment and pause and really feel your feet in the ground. And I want to invite you to breathe with me. Inhale, exhale. Let's do it again. Inhale, exhale. Queremos invitarle a todos que por favor respiren y que se acuerden de este preciso momento. Inhalen y dejen todo el estrés afuera. We are beings of light. We are beings of energy. We are beings of love. Let's never forget to see each other eye to eye and acknowledge our humanity. In Lakesh, tú eres mi otro yo. You are my other me. Ubuntu, my humanity is bound to yours. Your humanity is bound to mine. As you're walking away here today, remember that the most valuable thing that you have is your heart. And never forget that you have the power within you to break all the barriers that are in front of you. And you have a beautiful support system right behind you that is willing to catch you when you fall. So thank you so much. Muchas gracias a todos los padres, familiares, esposos, amigos, hijos de los graduados. Y por favor, un fuerte aplauso para todos los graduados de la clase del 2019. And because it is a Star Wars Day, may the 4th be with you.
Gracias, Reina. And now it is only appropriate that at the celebration of Latino student success, we hear from one of our own Latino graduates of 2019. Ivan Quintana is a semifinalist for the Jack Kent Cook Scholarship and served on the planning team for a new College Starts Now program at Mesa Community College. Ivan has been active in community and college events, including recruitment open houses and FAFSA workshops. Let's welcome Ivan to the microphone.
Thank you, Ms. Salgado, for that introduction. Buenas tardes. Es un honor y un privilegio ser la voz estudiantil representando al Distrito de Colegios Comunitarios de Maricopa. Good afternoon. It is an honor and a privilege to be the student voice representing the Maricopa Community College District. I am currently in that bittersweet stage of my life where I have to leave Mesa Community College, and I know that I won't get the daily opportunity to see the people that made my journey there special, especially those from outreach and recruitment, as well as the Center for Community and Civic Engagement, who treated me like a part of their family from day one. As I reminisce, I realize that coming to MCC was part of fulfilling my destiny. For those of you that may not know, the college mascot is a thunderbird. The Menominee Native American tribe believe that the thunderbird is a creature that fights the horned snakes in the sky. The snakes represent the impending doom of civilization. Where I'm from, in my country of origin, we have a similar legend, where the Aztec tribe was told to establish their new settlement in a location wherever they would find an eagle devouring a snake on top of a prickly pear. This new place they would call home. Because of the faculty, staff, and administration at Mesa Community College, I have been fortunate to have found a new home. When I think of student success, I think of everybody in this room, the first generation students who have set a grand example for generations to come. I think of those among you called dreamers, However, I propose a more appropriate name, achievers. Because when you work 2 jobs, 7 days a week, you are not a dreamer, you're an achiever. Student success does not only include the people here today that will walk in the procession wearing a cap and gown. And I'm actually about to lose mine, so just give me a sec. It also encompasses those who taught us how to walk in the first place. The parents, grandparents, and countless family and friends who offer their unconditional love and support. Those who help us stand back up when we fall. At the center of our student success is family. That is what makes us strong. What caused the downfall of the ancient tribes in Mexico was that the Spanish planted seeds of distrust and dissent among the different tribes. Our ancestors focused more on what separated them as opposed to what united them. This is why they were defeated. Last year, I had the life-changing experience of assisting a high school senior with their financial aid application. She and her parents had recently moved here from the Middle East, and when I was helping her, she became embarrassed because her mother, who did not speak English, asked me a lot of questions that the daughter had to translate. This reminded me of when I was younger, and I also felt embarrassed for having to translate for my mom when somebody spoke to her in English. I shared with her my experience, and she smiled and continued without being embarrassed. Then it hit me. The family standing before me spoke a language I didn't understand, wore clothing that was not like mine, and came from a different country. I chose not to focus on what made us different. I realized that my family, her family, and your family are very similar at heart. We all just want a small share of the American dream. CNN published an article 5 years ago when they explored the label Hispanic and Latino. A young man named Loris Hernandez made a noteworthy point. He said, "Words like Hispanic or Latino are limiting. We come in all shapes, sizes, colors, and dialects. There's no one word that fits all. However, I have to respectfully disagree. There is one word that describes who we are in every language, and that word is familia." Felicidades, congratulations on this amazing achievement, and I wish you the very best to you and your loved ones. Thank you.
Muchas gracias, Iván. Excelentes palabras. And finally, the moment you have all been waiting for. Are you guys ready? We will be now introducing our 2019 graduate this afternoon, and that will be by two of very important people here today. Dr. Maria Cecilia Rosales, Spanish faculty at Estrella Mountain Community College, and Mr. Frank Amparo, Interim Associate Dean of Student Affairs at Paradise Valley Community College. Please welcome them to the podium. At this time, we would like to ask our ushers to please assist our graduates to prepare entering the stage.
Buenas tardes. Iván Quintana, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts, Administration of Justice. I'm very grateful for the support that I have received from my family, specifically my parents and older brothers. I also want to thank and recognize the many mentors that I have had.
Diego Sanchez, Glendale Community College, Associate of Science and Associate of Applied Science, Computer Information Systems. I want to thank my parents and family. This achievement is thanks to their love and support.
We're going to ask everyone to hold the applause till the end. Dulce de la Trinidad, Gateway Community College, Associates of Science, Nursing. Mil gracias a mi familia y amigos por su apoyo y a mi hijo por ser siempre mi motivación.
Jaylene Sanchez, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Psychology. Thank you to all my friends, mentors, and family.
Veronica Salas Sotelo, Glendale Community College, Associates of Arts, Certificate of Completion. I am forever thankful for my parents' constant support.
Brianna Mora, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Biology. Thank you, family, for helping and guiding me towards my happiness. I couldn't have done it without you all.
Paola Gonzalez, Gateway Community College, Certificate of Completion of Phlebotomy. Thanks to my family for supporting me in everything. This was not possible without your help.
Servando Valcorta, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Administration of Justice. I want to thank my family and friends, but overall my lovely wife for their tremendous support. 2019 has and will bring many surprises.
Natividad Hernandez, Gateway Community College, Associate of Applied Sciences. Thank you first and foremost to God for all He has done for me, and also to my family who has never given up. Thank you. I love you, Mom and Dad.
Mariana Munoz, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Social Work. Thanks to my daughter and mothers for believing in me.
Isabel Jimenez Gonzalez, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Pre-Med, Physiology. Thank you for all the love and support.
Lenita Munoz, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Political Science. I would like to thank my family for always being there for me and for being the best support system anyone can have.
Monica Santiabanez, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Human Resource and Payroll. With all the hard work, time, and effort, and giving up at times, I would like to send all my love and support to my familia and special friends.
Cassandra Gonzalez, Gateway Community College, Associate of Arts. I want to thank my family and for always being supportive and sticking by my side. Without your guys' support, who knows where I'd be. I love you with all my heart.
Jocelyn Santos Kinda, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Psychology. I want to thank my family and friends for always cheering me on.
Gladys Solis, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Organizational Management. Thank you to my beautiful family who pushed, inspired, supported, and motivated me. Thank you to my beautiful daughters and wonderful husband. I love you guys. We did it.
Leslie Andrea Arriaga Cifuentes, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Applied Sciences, Web and Graphic Design. Le doy gracias a Dios por este logro y a mi familia por su apoyo.
Vicente Izaguirre, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Secondary Education. I hope you all get used to graduation because this is not the last one by any means.
Jaslyn Torres, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Psychology. Thank you for all the times you provided the words or motivation when I felt the obstacle was impossible. Thank you for always offering reminders of who gives me strength.
Lisette Mera, Rio Salado Community College, Certificate of Completion, Child and Family Professional Development. Gracias por todo su amor y paciencia. A mis hijos, gracias por entender que cada logro tiene un sacrificio. Las metas se logran trabajando juntos.
Jessica Elias, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Science, Information Technology. To my family and friends, there are not enough words for me to describe how thankful I am. Thank you for believing in me. Your sacrifice has not been in vain.
Erika Elizabeth Aguayo Cruz, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science, Early Child Education and Administration. Gracias a mi esposo, mis hijos, familia por todos el apoyo. Sí se pudo.
Claudette Avalos, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Nursing. Thank you for all the support and love that was given to me during this journey.
Isidro Antonio Aguayo Cruz, Gateway Community College, Associate of Applied Science, Automotive Performance Technology. Gracias a mi familia por todo el apoyo y esfuerzo para que yo esté aquí.
Kevin Mendoza, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Nursing. Thank you for the people that believed in me.
Amaris Gomez, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate General Studies, Forensic Investigation. Gracias a mi familia y amistades por apoyarme, especialmente a mis padres y hermanos, los amo.
Haley Jardina, Paradise Valley Community College, Associate of Arts in Biology. I want to thank my family, especially my mom, for always supporting my dreams and never giving up on me. Without you, I would not have this opportunity. Thank you and I love you.
Betsy Flores Munoz, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Certificate of Completion for Communication in the Workplace, Public Service, and Public Policy. GCC has been an incredible experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. This is for you, Mom and Dad.
Angelica Cadena Roman, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts in Business. To my kids, T, Ana Maria, Jasmine, my grandson Emerson, and stepkids Elise and Andrew, you guys are my inspiration. To my husband, Tino, Thank you.
Alexander Gomez, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Science, Certificate of Completion, Public Health Communications in the Workplace Certificate. Thanks.
Daylene Celis, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. I finally did it. Thank you all for your support. I love you.
Ashley Mazariegos, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Business, and Certificate of Completion, Business, Sustainability, Social, Political, and Economic Treatment of the Earth. I'd love to give a special thanks to my family.
Shirley Valdez Mariscal, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Associate of Arts, Elementary Bilingual, ESL Educator. Gracias, familia, por todo el apoyo y por el amor que me dan.
Irene Ordez Madrigal, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Medical Studies. Thanks for putting up with me.
Fereste Flores, Gateway Community College, Associate of Science, Civil Engineering. Thank you for being my biggest supporters.
Kelsey Smothers, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts and Dance. Thank you to all my family and friends who encouraged and supported me throughout the journey to begin achieving my dream.
Brian Cano, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Communications. Thanks to all.
Brenda Esquivel, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Assistant. Thank you for being here. I want to thank my mom for being there and pushing me to want more in life.
Natalia Macias, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies. A special thank you to my family for always supporting me and continuing to support me. Love you all.
Daisy Barrera, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science and Certificate of Completion, Medical Assisting. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for always pushing me further, my education, and for always telling me not to give up.
Samantha Avila, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Business. I want to thank my husband for always pushing me and motivating me. Thank you to my mother-in-law for helping with the kids.
Rocio Parra, Rio Salado Community College, Certificate of Completion, Child and Professional Development. I would like to thank all my family and friends for all the support. Could have done it without you. I will admit it has been easy, but I did it.
Yesenia Gallardo, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Certificate of Completion, Web Development and Graphic Design. Thank you for joining me on this special day.
Cassandra Barrera Garcia, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, and Forensic Science. Le quiero dar las gracias a mi familia por creer en mí. That's as far as translations I can handle. Sorry.
Michael Avalos, Mesa Community College, Associate of Applied Science, Electronics Engineering. Thanks for putting up with me. I appreciate the support and on to the next adventure.
Melissa Arroyo, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate in General Studies, Psychology. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for believing in me.
Andrew Ramirez, South Mountain Community College, Associate of General Studies. Thank you to my family for the support and love that pushes me to keep going.
Jamie Espinoza, Scottsdale Community College, Associate Arts in Journalism. Thank you to my family and all the support that has been provided to me throughout this journey. I love you all.
Ricky Madrid, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Diagnostic Imaging and Therapy. Thank you to those who have never given up on me.
Guadalupe Pelagio, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Business. I want to thank all my friends for supporting me throughout this journey.
Jasmine Rivera, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Health and Medicine. I love my family and friends. Thank you for the continuing support to help me persevere.
Orlinda Pelagio, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Business. Thank you to my family for always being so supportive in everything that I do.
Gloria Gomez Torres, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Medical Field. Thank you to my family.
Jennifer Torres, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Nursing. Gracias, papá y mamá, por ustedes. Yo soy la persona que soy hoy. Los quiero mucho.
Bianca Ramirez Alberto, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Journalism and Communication. Primero que nada, gracias a Dios y gracias a mi mamá y a mi papá.
Leilani Ochoa, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Aviation. They say the sky is the limit, but those of us who are in aviation, the sky is our home. I'd like to give thanks to my family for always believing in me and making my dreams come true.
Gerardo Elizondo, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Business. Thank you for your service. Thank you to my family and friends for the support, and special thanks to the Excel program.
Juan Camilo Cardona Echeverri, Scottsdale Community College, Certificate of Completion, Culinary Arts. As a community college initiative program participant, I am extremely thankful firstly to God for having me here and then with the Department of State for giving me this unforgettable opportunity. Thanks Megan Young, Tom, Cheryl, Martinez, and also my family back in Colombia.
Leslie Gutierrez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Nursing. It has been a long, hard journey to get where I am, but I couldn't be more happy to stand here, surrounded by all the people whom I love. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Andrea Luna Rodriguez, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Business. Gracias a mis padres, hermanos y hermana por su apoyo incondicional. Los quiero mucho.
And Jeanette Cañez Harrison, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Elementary Education. I would like to thank you all for your support and love through my journey. It's been rough, but we got through it together. I love you all so much.
Violet Quintero, Scottsdale Community College, Associate of Arts, Sociology. Thank you to my family, especially my husband. Thank you for your support and patience. I love you all, and this is for Vincent and Anthony.
Freddy Barra, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Sciences, and Certificate of Completion, Administration of Justice, Psychology. Gracias por toda la ayuda. Thank you for your service.
Angel Verdugo, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Marketing. Thank you to my family for all your support.
America Prieto, Estrella Mountain Community College, Certificate of Completion, Accounting. Thank you, everyone, for your support.
Cecilia Sandoval, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts. Would like to thank my friends and family for all the support. PC, thank you, and I love you, Mom.
John Carrasco Santana, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Administration of Justice, Certificate of Completion, Justice Studies.
I'll do what I can.
I'd like to thank my family and friends for their support over the years. Thank you especially to my parents for their sleepless nights to get me to this point in my life.
Esperanza Aldaco Ramirez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Social Work. Thank you to my family and friends for joining me on this special day. I could not have done this without you guys. I love you.
Christopher Lamar, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Sciences, Network Security, Networking Technologies. I want to thank my family. You are the reason I am here today.
Cristal Hinojos, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Social General Studies. I want to thank my family for being here and supporting me, especially my daughters who have kept me going. This is for you. Thank you.
Janelle Torres, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you all for being here.
Anaceli Martinez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Special Education. I'd like to thank my family and friends for coming out today and for always supporting me. Couldn't have done it without you. Love you.
Diana Vargas, Phoenix College, Associate of Business. Gracias a mi familia, en especial a mis padres y hermanos, por apoyarme y siempre demostrarme lo orgullosos que están de mí. Caleb, gracias por tu paciencia y por empujarme a luchar por lo que quiero y no darme por vencida. Los amo.
Blanca Lopez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Applied Science and Administration of Justice. Gracias a todos que me apoyaron.
Valerie Benitez, Phoenix College, Associate of Business. Thank you to Juan for putting up with my moody days and putting things in perspective when I wanted to quit. And my siblings, thank you for being a motivation to keep me going.
Ariana Lopez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Elementary Education. I would like to thank all my family members and friends for supporting me and continuing to do.
Ana Cáceres, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Associate of Applied Sciences, Organizational Management. Thank you, Mom and Dad, Christabella, Auntie, and Uncle Byron for supporting me. Thank you to my friends and family for being there every step of the way.
La Reina Cota, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Psychology. I just want to say I appreciate how supportive you have been on my journey. If it was not for so much support and love, I wouldn't have been as successful getting my first degree.
Rigoberto Nava, Gateway Community College, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Radiography. I am grateful for the journey that has led to my success. Thank you, everyone that has helped push me where I am.
Celia Moreno, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Psychology. I want to thank you for the love and support you have all given me through these last couple of years.
Tylee Gonzalez Ochoa, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Entrepreneurial Studies. I want to thank God and my family for giving me the strength and motivation to accomplish this major goal in my life.
Alma Perez, Phoenix College Associate of Arts and Fine Arts. Thank you for always believing in me. I hope I make you all so proud. This is for my babies, Jacob, Marilena, Natalie, Leilani, and Aaron. I love you.
Jasmine Trinidad, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Business. I want to thank my Savior God, as well as my mother, Nancy Roman, and my pops, Juan Trinidad. They are the reasons I'm here.
Jennifer Rodriguez Sanchez, Paradise Valley Community College, Associate of Arts, Business Administration. Thank God for allowing me to get one step closer to one of my goals. I wouldn't be able to do this without my family. Love you.
Joey Lopez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Cybersecurity. Without the support of my family and friends, I would not be in the position that I am in now. I cannot appreciate them more than enough. Thank you.
Anel Gutierrez, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Por fin se llegó el día. Gracias a mamá y papá por todos los sacrificios, por siempre esfuerzos para darnos lo mejor. Espero se sienten tan orgullosos de mí como yo de ustedes.
José Ángel Rojas Jr., Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. I would like to thank my parents and my sister for guiding me this far in life. Without the continued support, I would not be standing here today. Thank you.
Diana Mora Torres, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Nonprofit Leadership and Management. Para mi madre que cruzó fronteras para que yo esté aquí. Gracias por tu esfuerzo para sacarme adelante.
Raquel Marino, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts, Speech and Hearing. Thank you to my family for the love and support throughout my journey. Thank you to Malik for being a big source of love and support since 2014.
Ariana Sanchez, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts in Biology. Thanks, Mom. You're OG.
Charisma Garza, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts, Nursing. Thank you to my family and everyone in my circle who has supported me through school. Thank you for believing in me. I love you guys.
Alexis Cirerol, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Associate in Arts. Without you guys, I don't think I'd be here today. Thanks for always being there for me, pushing me, and believing in me. Thanks for everything.
Reina Mia Jimeno, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you, Grandma and Grandpa, for being there since day one. Dad, for the laughs, and my boyfriend for believing in me.
Vanessa Gonzalez, Glendale Community College, Associate of Applied Science, Early Childhood Administration and Management. I would like to thank my family for all their love and support.
Maria Dominguez, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you to my family for always supporting me. I love you guys so much.
Ashanti Reese, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Associate of Applied Science, Certificate of Completion in Behavioral Health, and Behavioral Health, Advanced Behavioral Health.
Francisco Zazueta Encinas, Glendale Community College, Associate of Applied Sciences, CAD Technology. First, I want to thank God for his blessing. I also want to thank my mother, girlfriend, family, and friends for always being there for me.
Maria Martinez, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Electrical Engineer. Thank you to all who have supported me throughout my college journey. I am eternally grateful.
Teresa Bruno Romero, Glendale Community College, Associate of Applied Sciences, Digital Media Arts. Thank you to my beloved family for making this journey possible. I appreciate all of you.
Carolina Velázquez Botello, Rio Salado Community College, Associate of Science Accounting. Algún día pensé que si era demasiado difícil, pero jamás imposible. Quisiera dar las gracias a Dios por permitir mis sueños ser hechos realidad. Gracias, familia.
Diane Carriño Saldaña, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Chemical Engineering. Gracias por todo tu apoyo. Te quiero.
Melissa Botello, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Diagnostic Medical Sonography. Thank you all for your guidance and support throughout these last years of my college experience. Gracias a todos por su orientación y apoyo.
Héctor Miranda, Glendale Community College, Associate of Science, Civil Engineering. Gracias a mi familia aquí presente que me han brindado su apoyo durante toda mi carrera escolar. Mis logros son dedicados especialmente para ustedes.
Pamela Anay Hernández Botello, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts Psychology. Quiero darle gracias a mis padres, familia, mis amigos y mi novio por acompañarme en este día tan especial. Los quiero.
Samantha Segovia, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Medical Studies. Llegar hasta aquí fue un esfuerzo grupal. Mi diploma no es solo mío, también es de mis padres, mis amigos y todos los demás que me apoyaron en todo momento. Gracias.
Carla Escobedo, Rio Salado Community College, Certificate of Completion, Teacher in Residence. Gracias a mi mamá por acompañarme en este logro. Te quiero mucho.
Noé Ravelo, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Aerospace Engineering. Thanks to my family and friends who all supported me throughout my time at the community college. I could not have done it without you.
Victor Pimentel, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts in General Studies.
Okay. Jessica Nolasco, Glendale Community College, Associate of General Studies. Thank you to everyone who is here today. She would like to thank her family.
Alan Rivaris, Scottsdale Community College, Associate of Arts, Theater and Film Production. To my mom, Georgia, and to my husband, Joe, who know that where we are from, you have to be very strong-headed and maintain self-endurance. Azugar.
Marco Medina, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts in Business Supply Management. To my family and friends, thank you for all the love and support you have provided me. This would not have been possible without you guys.
Anthony Salinas, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of General Studies. I'd like to thank my family and friends for supporting me and pushing me to be better, even when I didn't want to.
Mario Marino, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Social Work. To my family, friends, nurses, doctors, coaches, and teachers, thank you for all your support, love, and encouragement. I could not have done it without you. Now, on to the next one.
Doriselda Reese, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Science, Certificate of Completion, Administration of Justice Studies. Muchas gracias a mis padres y mi familia.
Berenice Guisa, Glendale Community College, Associate of Science. I want to thank my children, Amber, Victor Jr., Serena, and the whole family for their patience as I continue my education. Thank you to my husband, Victor, for always believing in me. I did it.
Nubia Carrillo Montes, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Psychology. I dedicate this accomplishment to my family, especially my parents, Silvia and Santiago. I wouldn't be where I am today.
Leticia Cárdenas, Estrella Mountain Community College. My support system was my success, my family and kids, husband and friends. Thank you.
Stephanie Nettie, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Education. I want to thank my parents and family for always believing in me and being my #1 supporters. I also want to thank my friends for listening to me complain and whine.
Iris Resendiz, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts. Gracias, mamá y papá, por apoyarme siempre. Los amo.
Elizabeth Robes Valenzuela, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Nursing. Thank you all who, in one way or another, were there for me, supporting me. Thank you, Mom, and always inspiring me to be a better person. Te amo.
Melissa Villafaña, Glendale Community College, Associate of General Studies, Physical Therapy. Quiero agradecer a toda mi familia por apoyarme siempre. Que viva Tijuana.
Genevieve El Masri, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts and Anthropology. Thank you to all my friends and family that have supported me for the past couple of years while I have been going to school. All the fantastic professors, Yesenia, Mom, Grandma, Padrino, Blizzard, and Pepito.
Esteban Beltrán, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts Communication. Thank you for helping me complete this step in my life as I move on to the next one. I appreciate all the help you have given me.
Lene Navarez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Applied Science, Administration of Justice. I want to thank my family for supporting me on this journey. I hope I make you proud. I love you.
Monica Martinez, Glendale Community College, Associate of Business. I want to give a very special thanks to my parents and siblings for always pushing me to be the very best version of myself.
Wendy Guadalajara, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Associate of Business. Dedico este diploma a mis padres y a mi futuro esposo.
Dulce Curiel, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Psychology. Gracias a mi familia, a mis hermanos por enseñarme cómo seguir adelante y triunfar. A mis amigos por su apoyo.
Laura Herrera, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Associate of Science, Biology. Thank you so much to my family, especially my husband Aaron and children Aiden and Lucas.
Carol Saraí Hernandez, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Social Work. I want to thank all my family and friends here in Arizona and my mother and stepfather in Mexico who believed in me and helped me get where I needed to be.
Diana Martinez, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Associate of Arts, Elementary Education. I want to thank my family and amazing husband for their support, and a big thank you from the bottom of my heart to my mentor.
Rosemary Silva Quiroz, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts. Thank you to my family and best friends for supporting me every step of the way in this journey and for my next adventure.
Tricia Sofia Alpizar Castillo, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Medical Research. Thank you for my family, porque sin ellos no estaría donde estoy ahora.
Rubí Arizaga, Phoenix College. Quiero agradecer a mi mamá y a mi papá y a mis seres amados por siempre apoyarme y motivarme para seguir adelante en este camino.
Marcel Romero, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technician. Thanks for my support to my beautiful family. I stayed motivated and kept pushing every day.
Adriana Herrera, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts. Thank you to those who have stood by my side and continue to encourage me. I could not have done it without you.
Reyes Murieta Gallegos, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Associate of Science, Nursing.
Maria Medina Jimenez, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts. Thank you to my family for always being there. I am blessed to have such an amazing family. Thank you to my boyfriend for motivating me.
Alexis Lopez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Medical Sonography. All of my achievements thus far would not have been met if it weren't for my incredible mother. Thank you so much.
Yamiliana Cárdenas, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts. Gracias a mi familia por apoyarme en todo lo que hago. Los amo.
Andrea Morales, Mesa Community College, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. I'm here because of you. Thank you for your love and support.
Aisa Flores, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Certificate of Completion, Administrative Professional. Thank you, Mom and Dad, Tia and Fiancé, for supporting me every step of the way. To my two baby girls for being my motivation. I love you.
Debbie Aguilera, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Science, Biology. Thank you to my family from the bottom of my heart for never giving up on me and supporting my crazy dreams.
Kristen Kobasic, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts. I want to thank my family and friends for their continued love and support. I wouldn't be here without you.
Blanca Sanchez, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Thank you to my family for their love and support, especially to my mother for teaching me the importance of hard work and my husband for always being supportive.
Stephanie Martinez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Business. Thank you for joining me in this ceremony. Special shout out for my mom, the endless support she gave me. Te quiero mucho.
Diana Montoya Macharigüe, Phoenix College, Certificate of Completion, Paralegal Studies, and Associate of Arts. Muchas gracias, mi familia, los quiero mucho.
Marcos Leiva, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Business. I love my parents, Patricia y Leo. Thank you.
Sandra Caraballo, Mesa Community College, Certificate of Completion, Elementary Education. Thank you, family and friends, the support and the encouragement you have given me in this journey. Love you all.
Yvonne Tiznado, Phoenix College, Associate of Business. Gracias a Dios y a mi familia.
Anaí Ojeda Santos, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Elementary Education. I want to thank everything my family did for me to get this far. Without them, I couldn't be here. Los quiero.
Nancy Robles, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts. Gracias a mi familia. Finally.
Citlali Floriano, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Family Development. Quiero que todos sepan lo agradecida que estoy por todo lo que han hecho. Gracias por apoyarme.
Gabriela Machuca, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate in Arts, Criminal Justice. Thank you for supporting me in this journey and helping me become the woman I am today. Without the help of my family, I would not be here.
África Cotra Beltrán, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Interior Design. Gracias a mi madre y mi hermana y novio por apoyarme en todo momento. Sin su apoyo, este logro no hubiera sido posible.
Jordan Irwin, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Science. Thanked Mom and Dad for their support, for paying my tuition for college, family and friends for the encouragement. Nana, I miss you.
Alejandra Obregón, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Interior Design. I'd like to thank my family for supporting me every step of the way and never letting me quit.
Janice Portillo, Glendale Community College, Associate of Science. Thank you for the love and support of my family. I thank you infinitely.
Yesenia Robago, Gateway Community College, Associate of Arts, Dentistry. I appreciate my family and friends for being supportive and motivating me to do better and hope to make you guys proud.
Rosalba Garcia Barrera, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts. I would like to thank my beautiful family for always supporting me and believing in me. I love you all.
Michelle Bañuelos, Gateway Community College, Associate of Arts, Healthcare. To my family, friends, and advisors, you have been immense. Thanks for all the support you have given me.
Jorge Rosas, Estrella Mountain Community College. I want to thank God for letting me be here, and my amazing family for my journey that pushed me to the max, and my girlfriend for her support.
Candy Olea, Gateway Community College, Associate of Arts, Psychology. I want to thank everyone, mainly my family, that encouraged and motivated me to keep pursuing my education.
Jessica Vallarta, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science. Thank you for all my supportive family and friends, but most importantly, for my parents, husband, and kids.
Noemi Rodriguez, Gateway Community College, Associate General Studies, Psychology. Gateway has shown me to never give up and always believe in myself. Gracias a mi familia por el apoyo que siempre me dan.
Janet Ramirez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Business. I would like to thank my family and friends for supporting me throughout this journey. Their unconditional love is what keeps me motivated to achieve my hopes and dreams.
Odalis Casiano Diaz, Gateway Community College, Associate of Arts, Occupational Therapy. Muchas gracias a mi familia, los amo.
Araceli Saldaña, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science. Gracias a mis padres por su apoyo, esfuerzo y amor. Los quiero.
Jennifer Morales, South Mountain Community College, Associate Arts, Associate General Studies, Nursing. I would like to thank my family for all their support.
Laura Domínguez, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. Gracias por estar aquí conmigo en este día tan importante. Mi vida no sería lo que es si no fuera por ustedes. A cada uno de ustedes, gracias.
Lexine Gonzalez, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts, Certificate of Completion, Fine Arts, Language Studies. Thank you for all the support and unconditional love.
María Lara, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. Gracias a mi familia y a mis amigos por siempre apoyarme. Los quiero.
Guadalupe Garrido, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts. I want to thank my family and friends for being here and celebrating this accomplishment with me.
Marisela Rivas, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts. I would like to thank my family, especially my mother, for always supporting me in all my dreams.
Victor Ariel Martinez Chamale, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts in Nursing. First, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to attend college and allow me to graduate with my first degree. I also want to thank my family.
Rosalba Vizcarra, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts. Gracias a mi familia.
Teresa Losada, Gateway Community College, Associate of Arts in Nursing. I want to my family, especially my mom and dad, who supported me through this and continue to do so. Thank you for all the blood, sweat, and tears you shed with me. I love you all.
Janelli Maldonado, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. I would like to thank my family and friends for supporting me throughout this experience.
Valerie Lugo, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Medical Sonography. Special thanks to my husband and kids and to my family. Thank you for all your love and support.
Isabel Ledesma, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Psychology. Gracias a mi familia, los amo.
Sarah Holbert, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you for all the support that you all have for me. Love you.
Crystal Abrego, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you to those who stuck by my side.
Ashley Valenzuela Carmona, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts Business. I want to thank my family for all the sacrifices they've made over the years to make sure that I have the opportunity to walk across the stage today.
Carla Orozco, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Anthropology. Le quiero dar las gracias, que no es suficiente para mostrar lo agradecida que estoy con mis amigos y familiares, especialmente gracias a mis padres.
Maribel Nevares, Phoenix College, Associate of Business. Gracias a mi familia por su apoyo, los quiero.
Lisa Flores, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of General Studies. To my wonderful family, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support in my journey. I love you and I am grateful for all you do.
Flores Sanchez, Phoenix College, Certificate of Completion, Massage Therapy. Thank you for all your support.
Valeria Ontiveros, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science. Thanks for all the support I didn't know I had or needed. I love you guys so much.
Tanya Caldera, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Associate of Applied Science, Mortuary Science. Special thanks to my son Jay, mother Elvia, for all the love and support in reaching this milestone. To my wife Monique, everyone else, thanks and I love you.
Susana Guarneros, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Science. I want to thank my family for all the support given to me and for pushing me to always do more.
Elaine Chavez Martin, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Associate of Applied Science, Mortuary Science. Without the support and love of my family, this would not be possible. My dream, my passion, thank you.
Jacob Hernandez, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Associate of Arts. Thanks to all my family and friends for their support.
Stephanie Lopez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Nursing. I would like to thank my family and friends for the treasured memories and loving support throughout my education.
Maria Beltran, Paradise Valley Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you to my family for their support.
Liliana Silva, Gateway Community College, Associate of Arts, Elementary Education. I want to say thank you to my mommy and papi for supporting me and being my rock through the tough times.
Susana Garcia, Paradise Valley Community College, Associate of Arts. I want to thank my parents and sister for teaching me that giving up is not an option and for keeping me motivated through reaching my goals.
Ana Martinez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Elementary Education. Muchas gracias a mi familia por su apoyo.
Elizabeth Guerrero, Paradise Valley Community College, Associate of Arts. I would like to thank my family, teachers, mentors, and many other people who helped me succeed and make my college experience memorable.
Celeste Perez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Psychology. Thank you to my parents for not only believing in me, but for fully supporting me throughout this journey. I love you.
Daisy Vargas, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science. Thank you to my friends and family for helping me throughout this joyous experience. I'm anxious and happy to see what the future has in store.
Astrid Peña Corral, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Business. Thanks for the constant love and support. This accomplishment wouldn't have been possible without you guys. I love you so much.
Claudia Silva, DACA student, Phoenix College, Associate in Applied Science. Thank you for everyone who believed in me and helped me get me where I am today. I love you with all my heart.
Marcela Escorcia Cruz, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Art Education. Familia, sé que con esto, con ustedes y Dios, puedo hacerlo todo lo que me proponga. Son personas demasiado importantes en mi vida y agradezco por tenerlos siempre en mi vida. ¡Viva México!
Amairani Molina Talamantes, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Sciences. Fue difícil, pero no imposible. Muchas gracias a mi familia y a mi esposo por todo su apoyo.
Abigail Gonzalez, Paradise Valley Community College, Associate of Arts and Education. I want to say thanks to God for providing me life and health to complete my college degree. Then thanks to my daughter, Gabriela, and my husband, Gabriel. They motivated me.
Bianca Hernández Muñoz, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science. Gracias por todo, por su apoyo en este viaje y sobre todo por dejarme escoger mi propio camino.
Carrie Chacon, Chandler Gilbert Community College, Associate of Arts, Digital Culture. Thank you to my baby girls for encouraging me to finish what I started 15 years ago, and to my mama for her strength and love.
Stephanie Marquez, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science. Tons of love to my parents, significant other, and family for pushing me and knowing I could always accomplish great things in life.
Ariana Reda, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Exercise Science. Thank you for all the love and support you have given me. You are a blessing from God.
Joanna Oropesa, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you to my wonderful husband who never stopped believing in me and gives me the confidence I've always needed.
Valdina Garcia, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts, Psychology. I would like to thank my family, friends, school, faculty for treasured memories and loving supporting throughout my educational and graduation.
Maria Portillo, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you for your support and guidance towards my schooling. It hasn't been easy, but it's an amazing road.
Scott Pice, Phoenix College Associate of Arts in General Studies. Thank you to my family for their unconditional support and love. It is what has pushed me to getting to this moment. This is for you.
Mitzi Perez, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts, Early Childhood Education, Associate of General Studies. Gracias a Dios, a mi mamá y a toda la gente que cree en mí. Todo es posible cuando lo declaras.
Fabiola Cardenas Larea, Glendale Community College General Business Global Management. Thank you, Mom. I love you. Thank you, family.
Esteban Bejines, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts. I never thought I'd get this far. Thank you for your love and support, but mostly thank you for dealing with me.
Brian Loya Velasco, Glendale Community College Associate of Business. Thanks for the support to my wife and family.
Karina Herrera, Phoenix College, Associate of Business. Thank you to my friends and family who have supported me throughout this academic journey.
Eugenia Valencia, Phoenix College Associate of Arts. Thank you for being my biggest support system.
Rebecca Pargas, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Nursing. I'm so grateful that my parents have been such a great support system for me. I love them so much. Thank you to all my professors for taking a chance on me.
Melissa Rodriguez, South Mountain Community College Associate of General Studies. Thank you for your continued support.
David Lopez II, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts. This is for you. I would not be where I am without you. Thank you for your love and support, past, present, and future. I'm proud of where I came from and will make you proud.
Socorro Centeno, Gateway Community College, Associate of Science, Surgical Technology. Gracias a mi familia, los quiero.
Damián Rodríguez Jr., Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts. Gracias, mamá y papá, por todo su apoyo. Lo que hago es por ustedes y para que valga la pena el sacrificio. Gracias a mi novia por apoyarme en todo y a mi hermana.
Salma E. Villegas Garcia, Glendale Community College Associate of Arts Nursing. Gracias familia por todo.
Luis Carlos Rayos de Nojean, Mesa Community College, Associate of General Studies. Thanks to my family, friends, co-workers, and the staff faculty at Mesa Community College, Red Mountain.
Maritza Diaz, Glendale Community College Associate of Arts Nursing. Gracias por apoyarme. Mamá, te quiero.
Ariana Granger, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you to my family and friends for what you have done to support and encourage me. Because of you, yo sé quién soy.
Rocio Medina, South Mountain Community College Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Elementary Education. I would like to thank my family for being here today and supporting me throughout my life.
Joanna Oliver, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science. I want to say thank you to my parents for supporting me to pursue my career. Without your love and encouragement, I wouldn't be here.
Renee Enriquez, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Nursing. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Time to turn up.
Kaylee Gillespie, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies. Thank you to my family, friends, and college for providing the support and opportunity to succeed in my higher education.
Manuel Sepúlveda, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Applied Science, Power Plant Technology. Gracias a todos los que me acompañaron en este camino y me ayudaron a tener éxito.
Gabriela Estrada, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts. My family and friends have been there for me since the beginning, willing to support me in every decision I have made. Thank you.
Diana Ponciano, Phoenix College, Associate of Science, Administration of Justice. Thank you for supporting me and being with me on this very special day.
Karen Pedrosa, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science. Thank you to my family who pushed me. It took a little longer than expected, but I did it.
Maria Alvarez, Phoenix College, Associate of General Studies. I am more than just grateful for all my family and friends' support that have helped me come to this far. I'm so excited for all the new doors that are to open now for this huge accomplishment.
Amanda Gonzalez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. I appreciate you. Thank you for the continuous support and unwavering faith in our future. It's all worth it. Come what may.
Cristal Zambrano Lopez, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Behavioral Health. I will eternally be in debt with my family and friends that got me to this point in my life. Without you, this would be impossible. Esto es para ustedes.
Jose Gonzalez, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. To my family and friends, you deserve more than a thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you for helping being a part of my education.
Eliuth Gonzalez, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts Nursing. Thank you to my family, friends, and Phoenix College.
Nicole Rinconeno, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. I would like to thank my family for being my support system in my life, especially throughout my education.
Alondra Navarro, Phoenix College, Associate of Science and Engineering. I would like to thank my parents. Because of them, I wouldn't be here where I am today.
Sierra Garcia, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Science. Thank you for being there to support me and encouraging me to challenge myself.
Jasmine A. Castillo, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Elementary Education. Thank you to my family and friends who never gave up on me and pushed me to continue my career. I love you all.
Alexandra Mora Medina, Estrella Mountain Community College. Thank you to my family and friends for continuing to support me in my journey of receiving my degree and moving on to the next step of my career.
Eduardo Ojeda Santos, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Medicine. Gracias a toda mi familia y amigos por su apoyo.
Alisa Guerra, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Certificate of Completion, Chicana Studies. Thank you to everyone that has helped me along the way.
Luis Aguilera, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Pre-Health Science. This one's for you, Mom and Dad.
Nina Poole, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. I am truly thankful for everyone in my life. My friends and family inspire me every day. Without them, I would not be here.
Roberto Lopez, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Music, Business, and Audio Production. To all the family that I have in the crowd, I want to say thank you because you all have helped me and pushed me to get to where I am today.
Camila Olave Rodríguez, Paradise Valley Community College, Associate of Arts. Gracias a mi madre, amigos y pareja por todo el apoyo. No habría podido hacer eso sin el apoyo de todos ustedes. Los quiero mucho. Mami, esto es para ti.
Mayra Velázquez, Phoenix College, Associate of Business. Gracias por el apoyo que me han dado en estos 3 años y por seguir creyendo en mí.
Emma Magaña, Paradise Valley Community College, Associate of Arts. An endless thank you to my family and friends. I could not have done it without you. Para mi gente y para mi familia, lo hicimos.
Cassandra Moya, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, Forensic Psychology. Thank you to my family and friends for always being so supportive of me.
Cameron Gastelum, Gateway Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you to my friends and family who pushed me to do my best. I love you all. You did a good job.
Avery Macias, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts. I appreciate my family for all the support. Without you, I wouldn't be here today.
Rosemary Rodriguez, Gateway Community College, Associate of Arts. Forever thankful for my family, but especially my favorite sister. Thank you for your sunshine on my rainy days. I love you, Maria.
Misako Yamasaki, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts, English. I am so grateful for all the friends I've made during my academic career at Phoenix College. They've enhanced my college experience more than I can express.
Nadia Adali Diaz Montoya, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Business. Gracias por el apoyo y más que nada por los raites.
Daniel F. Segoya III, Phoenix College, Associate of Applied Science, Forensic Technology, Administration of Justice. Thank you for your continued support through the good and the worst.
Desiree Jimenez Rivas, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you for the support.
Karen Martinez Camilla, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Graphic Design. Thank you to my family who have always been supportive and encouraged me to strive to finish school. I am beyond blessed.
Marina Redondo, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts. I want to thank my family, boyfriend, and friends for all your support. I know I couldn't have done it without you. Today, I feel the honor to be representing them all.
Betsy Landin, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate General Studies, Health and Human Sciences. Thank you to my family who have always supported my decisions and have motivated me to carry on with my education.
Olivia Orona, Glendale Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you to my family for teaching me the valuable things in life and for the unforgettable memories we shared together. Claudia and Jermaine Orona, my parents, Nana and Tata, this one's for you.
Stacy Gracida, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate General Studies, Health Sciences. I want to thank my supporting parents and family who've always pushed me and motivated to do my best, and those who have supported my dreams, goals before I had any. We made it.
Jesse Torre, Paradise Valley Community College, Associate of Arts. I want to thank my family for always supporting me and working hard to keep me and have the things I need for school. Without them, I couldn't get this far in life.
Julissa Famoso, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts and General Studies, Nursing. This has been an amazing journey, and I've made lifelong friendships. I want to thank my family and friends for their support and my parents for inspiring me along the way. Erika Medina Rodriguez, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Business. I want to thank my family for supporting me throughout this journey. Thank you for giving me strength and motivation. Itzel Delgado, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, and Nursing. Thank you for all the support, believing in me, and lastly, thank you for coming. Lisbeth Sotelo, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Nursing, Pediatric. Thank you for all the support and patience. Los quiero mucho.
Elena Perez, Scottsdale Community College, Associate of Arts. Thank you to my family for the support you provide each and every day. You're my motivation.
Pablo Villela, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Criminal Justice. I love y'all. Thanks for always being there for me. Arriba La Loma, Sinaloa.
Cristina Flores, Phoenix College, Associate of Arts. Gracias, mamá y papá, por todo y por ayudar a cumplir mis sueños.
Anaí Aguilera, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Marketing Sales. Sin el apoyo de mis papás, este sueño será realidad. Gracias por su sacrificio. Sí se puede.
Vicky Boston, Mesa Community College, Associate of Arts. I would like to thank my family and friends for the support, encouragement, and believing in me throughout the semesters. I appreciate and love you.
Ramona Villegas, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Nursing. Thank you to all my family for all the support. Ya que viva Mexico.
Esteban Holguín, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Cisco Systems. Thank you to my fiancée for all the love and support she has given me to help me achieve this dream.
Vicente Popoca, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, Business. Thank you to God, my family, and friends who have helped me along this journey. A special thanks to my mom.
We have a husband and wife team here. Maria Gonzalez Ortiz, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. To my husband, my two boys, and all my family, thank you for your love and support. It's been a long road and late nights. Gracias a mis padres. Los amo.
Ricardo Hernandez Millan, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Forensics. Thank you to my family, friends, and professors who have helped me through this journey. Special thanks to my mom.
Jose Ortiz, Estrella Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts. As a graduate, I would like to thank my wife and kids for their love and support. If it weren't for them, I would not be here. I miss you, Tata.
Cristian Castro, South Mountain Community College, Associate of Arts, Certificate of Completion, General Business, Accounting. Thank you to my wonderful family, friends, and advisors who were there every step of the way.
Wow, you guys, that was a lot of you. Congratulations. How many are going off to university? I'm curious, how many are first generation college students? A lot of variation of degrees. I love it. I heard a couple of journalism degrees. I love that. Not to be biased. How many are going off to ASU? GCU? Muchas felicidades. And now the moment you guys have really been waiting for. Will you guys please stand? It is with great pride that we present to you the 2019 Maricopa Community College Hispanic Graduates. Felicidades. Un aplauso. Y un aplauso para los papás, para todos los presentes, the support system of all these students. On behalf of the Maricopa Community College District, I would like to thank everyone in attendance today for sharing this moment. At this time, we ask our stage guests to please lead us through recessional, followed by our Maricopa employees, and finally, our graduating Hispanic students. Good afternoon, muy buenas tardes, y a celebrar se ha dicho.